Guys are trying to make me old. I know that. Good win. Good win. It's tough to win in college basketball at this level, and so we're certainly excited about that. I thought our first 20 minutes tonight was really good. I mean, defensively, we were our intensity was so high, our communication was so high. Really good for 20 minutes, and I thought we lost our intensity in the second half. I really thought that was the change in the game was more defensive change than it was an offensive change. We were very easy to score on the first 10 minutes, and fortunately, got 2 or 3 stops down the stretch, that put the game away for us. But and the other thing, I thought we got a little tentative against the zone. They really extended their zone in the second half and got a little tentative against it, and a little sloppy with the ball. And those turnovers created easy shots on the other end. Well, he was terrific. I mean, for a guy who hasn't practiced in 8 days, he's unbelievable, really. I mean, you look at his stat line, it's a coach's dream. I mean, 12 rebounds. He's got 7 assists and 1 turnover. He actually had 2 because it says 1, but he had 2 in a row in that first half. I remember them both, but he was terrific. And his passing against the zone was huge. And, I thought defensively, doesn't show up on here, but he was really good. I mean, in man or zone, we can put him in so many different positions, and he's just such a valuable player for us. I think it's intensity. I thought we lost our intensity a little bit. We weren't down. We weren't talking. And to be a really good basketball team, you got to learn to do it for 40 minutes, and that's a hard thing to do. And this is a young basketball team. I mean, there's been a lot of hoopla about this team, but we honestly don't deserve it, right now. It's a young team that's got to learn to play for 40 minutes. It's a young team that's got to learn to win games like this, and great to see them pull it out. I mean, it's been very easy to completely unravel tonight. But we made plays down the stretch, and that's really important for this team. Well, 8 or 9 is probably what we'll play for most of the season. Oliver Todd is a young guy that we didn't get in tonight that's going to be a good player for us. But we wanted to limit the rotation at the guard spot a little bit tonight and try to get Mike Schlottman back on the floor. He's going to be a good player too. I mean, he was okay tonight, but we're just he's so solid in every area. I mean, he's good defensively. He rats out balls. He was a little shy offensively tonight. He didn't take shots when he could have, but that'll come. Again, Mike hasn't played in a year and a half. Jack Whitman hasn't played in a year and a half. So, we all expect great things out of those guys, but they're going to get better and better as the season goes along. Well, just a change of pace defense for us as much as anything. I thought, in the first 20 minutes, we were terrific in our man-to-man. I mean, terrific. First 6 or 7 minutes, we were really bad in it, and they scored at will on us. So it was a good change of pace for us. And I think when they cut it to 7 or 8, we went to the zone for a while, and it really was a factor. It really slowed them down. In the last minute and a half, we went back to our man-to-man, and were effective in it as well. Play the way we did the first half. I mean, we ripped the zone up the first half, and nothing changed, but our approach wasn't the same. There were times we tried to make too many heroic plays, and there were times we got tentative. I think there's a fine line you walk there. So same zone, same offense. We just didn't execute the second half.
Felt good. Took really good care of my ankle to make sure I made it back for the home opener. And I was just trying to, let the offense flow. That was a key point in practice, just be execution driven, let the offense flow, do what you have to do, and just be a team player. Whatever my teammates want it to be, really. I feel like I'm a versatile player. I could, do a lot of things on any given night. Tonight, guys were hitting shots, so I was just getting them the ball when they wanted it, and came out with a win.
It was okay. I didn't shoot the ball too great, but I didn't have any turnovers. And I thought I was a good leader out there as far as communicating and just keeping our team poised in some situations. So I thought it was pretty good. Yeah, it's a little bit on both ends. Offense, we got kind of stagnant. We were moving the ball really well in the first half and really getting guys open. We kind of let their pressure take us out of what we were doing offensively. And defensively, they just started getting too many layups. We didn't get back in transition a couple times. And some offensive rebounds, too, got them going a little bit. So some things to clean up on both sides of the ball, but we figured it out and got it done.
He had a really good second half. I think a lot of that was just our lack of intensity on the defensive end. We knew coming into the game he's a great scorer, really aggressive, and we gave him a couple layups to get him going. And once you get a good scorer going, he kind of just gets hot. But yeah, he's a good offensive player, talented, hit tough shots. But I think it was mostly the lack of intensity on our end.
Well, having Terry and Mike back was huge. 2 returners for us. Both of those guys do a lot of things for us. So it's great to have those back. It was tough for the freshmen to kind of start the game off, or start their first game off at the Florida environment. So it's good to have them back. And we were more crisp on offense. We ran our plays better. We talked more. Rebounded the ball as a team. It's just a better overall effort as a team completely than from the first game.
Yeah, you have to. Ball goes up. It's not going to go in. I mean, it goes in less than 50% of the time. So it's got to come off somewhere, and I just go get the ball. Kind of what I've always done.
Like I said, earlier, we just got stagnant. We just weren't moving the ball as well. We had a few turnovers, not taking care of the ball. We knew coming into the game they were a scrappy team who likes to pressure in their zone and really get in the gaps. So I think that we let that speed us up a little bit and didn't take as good care of the ball as we should have when we got it in the middle, and led to a few turnovers, and that really sparked their fast break and their offense a little bit. So just something we got to clean up, to be patient and being good with the ball at all times.